I said I'll probably only play for about maybe an hour, hour and a half. Hour and a half likely, just because how easy it is to lose an hour in this game. But I don't want to, be up too late. See if I can power down, get to sleep at a regular hour for once. A stray troll, hanging out, doing things, admiring doors. Oh, crap. Okay. Oof. Almost screwed up. Gotta turn temperature off here. There we go. Trader's ready to trade. Did I already trade with him? Stuff is at the depot. Broker's requested. Then tells me I haven't actually traded with him yet. Coily. Somebody's beak dog bone crown. Okay. Yeah, I haven't traded anything with them yet. Let's see. Do I have anything I want, even? Always take some bars. Random blocks, why not? Instruments. Bronze toy. It's a fancy bronze toy boat. For a second there, I thought that said Zardoz, and I was like, why am I getting this Zardoz? Is the gun good? Beer, taking some buckets. Shell steel pick. I'll take those shell steel picks. Mallet? Yeah? Oh, no, great axe. Take a great axe. Taking some shell steel just so I can, have a decent baseline of stuff hanging around the fort for squads to equip. Hmm. I don't know that I need a shell steel anvil. Swan man tripe. Ooh. Oh, I don't know where you guys have been. Maybe we don't eat the swan man meat. Yeah, let's take some plant. I'll take some fruits also. Need books? No. And take some random cheeses. As far as our value goes. Oh no. Read him that. Yeah, let's trade him that. They seem to be a big fan of our fancy figurine. We'll trade it. Hey, nice. The carpenters are fighting. What? Assume somebody's throwing a tantrum. Oh. Good old tantrums. Nice. Very interesting. What is he dipping in the sauce? He's just been buying like chicken strips? Steel Sacred Gauntlet. Shell Steel Axe. Neighbor, we've got a decent amount of mining going on. You know, I don't know if I've actually had Raisin Cane sauce. I'm pretty sure I've had like just the chicken strips, but I don't know if I've had any like signature sauce or anything from them. Let's see, we've got a few. I can let a little bit of this water in. Let's pull that lever. And I'll pull the lever again. I'll let some of that water. That way. Yeah. Just a little bit of that water splashing through there. Give people a little bit of a mood boost. Oh. What? Hold on. How'd you stop being on fire for a second? It's all right. Sometimes, like I said, I don't know about Raisin Cane sauce specifically, so I can't vouch for how good it is or not. Sometimes like I know there's a big fuss about the like Popeye spicy chicken sandwich when it first came back or whatever, and I was like, it's all right. It ain't anything to fight over or be losing your minds over. It's not. It's just a spicy chicken sandwich. It was mostly just I had a fancy sauce. Why? Why do you guys just start fighting? Thanks for killing my miller. Habit before, that doesn't sound like at least that's not a chain that I've ever had around here. But I don't know, maybe it's not a chain. It could be a regional chain. There's a bunch of like regional chains that don't get out of certain areas. Like I know Whataburger wasn't here until just recently. It was always like a more southern, like Oklahoma, Texas area. I gotcha. I mean, yeah, it could, it might not be a chain, or I never know. Some places do have chains, but they're just localized to a single area or a single state. I know there's a few places that used to be here anyway that were just like mainly in the Missouri, Kansas area. Like it's just, on both sides of the state border. There were a few. I don't know if I don't think it's a state wide chain, but there used to be like the Initub was the common like sort of not quite Taco Bell like Mexican food chain. It had a very distinct sort of like they had like the smaller fried tacos and they had the like they're fairly small burritos too that were just like like that, but they were real cheap. You could get like a whole like 6 pack for like $5 of the tacos. Are they're not stuck still, right? They seem to be stuck, even though no, okay, that was the one that was stuck earlier too, so hopefully they're both unstuck and she's just doing whatever. Compared to the UK at large, I mean, I would. Oh, who? Everybody's throwing tantrums. I mean, I guess I can't really like west and east coastal chain. Okay. Hmm. I just say I can't really qualify it because I haven't tried it. I do know that the downside to American food is that so much of it is either large, huge ass portions, which I know a lot of folks are, kind of have a problem with just because they can't ever eat. They're used to smaller portions, or it's just super caloric. So I mean, if you don't live here, you just come in and you eat. You come in and you're on vacation, and you eat here, then yeah, cool. Well, and that's the thing. So I guess it depends on where you go. Some places these days is definitely not cheap, but I will say most of the Mexican places around here are still fairly cheap for a large amount of food. Um, Towering quadruped composed of nickel silver. Great, just what I want. It's a 3 short horns, and it appears to be emaciated, but where it's yeah. Oh, yeah, I probably I wouldn't doubt it. I I I don't know. It kind of depends, I guess, at what city you're in too. There's definitely a price difference between big cities and small out of nowhere places. But yeah. Oh well, yeah, yeah. I've heard. Yeah, prices in London are insane. But Let me see where this thing is at. Where is you? Danger routed. You are down in this corner. Let me get my military down to the... Where's my... Is it over here? Oh, it's over here. Oof. Let me see if I can get my military down to the yak farm. See if I can get them down to the yak farm in time. Get there. And my archers can be up here, hopefully. Let's see. See if we can get there. No, I don't... I have, I mostly just have, like, Civ and race mods. I do have one broader animal mod called Primal, which adds, like, all sorts of, like, prehistoric creatures as well. But most everything else is, like, just races and civs, like lizard folk, crab folk, dragonkin. There's gnolls, rat folk, etc., etc. I've seen Dwarvenmon, but I was like, I don't know if I want to, like, add... I would probably have to add that to, like, a vanilla game without all the extra races and such. Because that sounds... It already sounds like it's madness as it is. Ugh. Here's this beast. It is sitting on a yak. Hopefully these guys don't go rushing after it. Yeah, that's... it is very easy to spend a lot of time on a fort and then realize that you forgot something. And then, you know, usually the first big one for a lot of people is just they embark somewhere where winter happens, water freezes, and they don't have enough drinks, so they, you know, their people start dehydrating and dying. But like you get some where you open the caverns and you just forget to close it off or do anything with it, and you're just like, oh, I'll deal with it later. Oops, now I've got creatures rolling up through my base. Or, oops, I designed a water system incorrectly, and now water is backing up into my fortress and flooding me out. And everybody's dying because I flooded the base. That tends to happen a lot, too, when people start messing around with water. So, I'm not going to go throwing people at this thing if the yaks are taking the brunt of it currently. Where do you go now? Where did you go? Okay, you're over here. One group of citizens is stranded. What? Oh, you again. Some kind of weird... So I've got some kind of weird bug in this fort, which is why temperature is off. That some folks can't... if I turn temperature on, some folks spontaneously combust. They've got, like, stitches in them that will catch on fire immediately. And no matter what I do, it seems like I can't, like, balance the temperature out and fix whatever is causing them to catch on fire. And it's just something to do with the threads. Threads that are stitched into people. What are you doing? What is... Oh, right. I didn't turn this on, did I? Silly of me. Forgot to turn on my civilian alert. Where did go now? Somebody's throwing a tantrum, breaking stuff in my fort. Did you just go wandering off? Again, I'm not gonna go chasing after him while he's rolling around somewhere else. Oh, oh, coming back down towards us. Okay, there we go. Now I can send you three. Oops. You three at the problem. Where are you going now? Chasing after a yak. I see. Okay, well, I managed to get it. Hopefully. Hopefully its poisonous gas is not super poisonous. Because that will not be good. Got some migrants, at least. I just have a problem sometimes with Dwarf Fortress in general, just like devouring time. Because once you get started and you really sit down and start working on things, you know, you will blow through hours fairly quickly. Go back up. Trying to drink my herbal tea before it gets cold. Yeah, this and RimWorld to the same extent, especially once you get it all modded out and you've got so many options. Like, there are definitely ways to just, if you get sat down and comfortable, you will lose days. And these games are definitely like that, to where I might not play them for a while, and then the mood strikes and you're on it for, you know, however long, like weeks. You could sit down. Like, I've been playing a ton of Dwarf Fortress lately. It's just, you know, every time I sit down and I'm like, I do feel like poking around more and seeing what's going on with this mess, this chaos that's these, you know, I've got this lizard man fort and my crab fort. I'm just like, I kind of want to see what I can get done with that today. I want to, you know, see if I can complete some things, or clear out some of these angry folks. That's all right, Cobra. Yeah, we got him. He didn't kill anybody, at least not that I know of. We'll see. Like, he did have poisonous gas, which could theoretically kill some folks, but if the gas itself isn't particularly dangerous, they might be all right. It took a bit. Like, I had 2 whole squads and some change beating on him, so what? I don't. What are you doing? Attend me. Oh, that's why you're standing there. I'm guessing you're attending a meeting with somebody who's asleep. No. The priest is just standing on his table waiting for this guy to come up and have the meeting. And they're not coming, I guess. Oh, duh. Always my brain. My brain. Forgot to disable the alert. It was only nickel silver though. Nickel silver is not like the most sturdy of metals. If it were iron or I mean, iron's probably the worst one. Bronze. I don't know if you get steel. Steel seems a little ridiculous. I mean, I'm pretty certain you can't get adamantine statue or golems and all that stuff. That would be busted, but I mean, it's one of those things where there's just so many other options that it might just not pop up particularly often. There's especially just, I mean, there are so many options just in metals alone, and then it could be something entirely different. Not it'd be globs of lava or salt or So there's enough options that maybe it's just not a common one. Because yeah, steel will definitely be nasty. The I'm trying to think of what else is real. I mean, lava or like the hot anything that's really hot would be also pretty nasty. Yeah, that makes sense. Mashing plants into slurry. Let's get some cooking going. All right. Thank you for popping in. Yeah, it definitely is very late over there. But appreciate the hanging out. Ooh, popping my back. Stretching my bones. A lot of soap. Just tons of soap. Used soap sticking around all over the well. Bum bum bum. Like I said, I probably won't go past like maybe 10:30. We'll probably with a cutoff. I don't want to stay up too late. Because like I said last night, I tried to I quit re relatively early, and still didn't get to bed till like 3. So I need to be able to turn my brain off earlier. You're not stranded. I don't know what your deal is. Can I... Let's see, maybe I can... No. I need to... I need to move somebody. Remove... On turn 13? Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, like I said, I'll check over and see who all is streaming when I hop off. If it gets too late, like I don't want to raid into them like on turn 35 or when they're wrapping up. But yeah, if I get there soon enough, I can pop over and check, hit them up. Let's see. I'm trying to think of how I can move somebody. Hmm. Let's see. There's a way I can move them in DF hack? Hmm. Let me see if I can just give her a different job. Um. What if I give you those jobs? No, I don't want to give you hauler because that might screw up things. Give you those jobs. Can I bump you out of being stuck there? You are a Grandmaster Animal Trainer. Radish wine. You've got a quiver full of arrows. She does have a bow. Okay. Steel bow. A named steel bow, in fact. um... Hmm. Trying to think of what. Hold on. Let's try this. So I've got you in a squad. You are in this squad here, in fact. Can I individually set you to go someplace? Go here. No. Unreachable location. What do you mean? Is there anything right below her? No, I don't think I can. See if I could like dig the floor out from underneath her, maybe. See if anybody comes and digs her out. I don't know what is that. Hold on. Lizard Man's boiling tears. How? How is this? How is this creature? How is this lizard having boiling tears? I don't. Something weird is going on with the temperature in this place. Let me see if I can just like balance the temperature while. Fix stable temp. No. I'm not. I don't know. This game sometimes. Ooh, sorry. Justin, trying to. My bones moving. Gecko's not popping out tonight so far. How? Let me see. Let me see if dwarf hack. Um. Mm-hmm. Let's see if I can. Past dwarf. Hmm. Past dwarf. 0, 1. Let's try that. Fast dwarf 0, 1. Let's see if she will teleport out of there. Hmm? Fast dwarf. Let's see, 2, 1. See if she will get out of her space. Whoa. Why does she not move from there? Hmm. Cancel your job, I guess. Still there? Still there. Okay, well. Zero. I don't know what her problem is. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. It's part of the wonky things that are going on in this fortress specifically. That's all I can say. Can I? Could theoretically. Jumping way past it. Come on. My mouse is bad. I can't really drop a block next to her. See if I can. See if I can come in here this way. Dig a ramp up to here. And see if they will channel the space out from underneath her. See if that'll move her. Giant cave rat is fighting. The Carnosaur is fighting. Fighting who? Oh. That's a one gone rat. Huh? Hold on, maybe... Does the ramp need to be there? Construction. Ramp here. Block. Hey, nice. Steel Shield has been named. It has a fancy name now. Hopefully somebody will dig that out underneath her. Can I... Is there a... Dig now. See if that helps. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. What did I select? I'm trying to figure out. Design. Okay. Dig. Dig now. Okay. Let's try this. Dig now here. Dig now. My channel? Dig V. Dig V. Dig V. Dig vein, I assume. Dig. Dig type? Dig L? No. Move. Oh boy. Hey, what's up, monkey? I am trying to figure out why this bard is stuck in place and will not move from her spot. see. Let's see. Hmm. Ah, yeah. I don't know why. What she is one of the ones that has the stitches in her that will catch on fire, and that's kind of what I'm confused about. Like, I have this sneaking suspicion that part of that bug is affecting her, and that's why she's stuck here. Because she was just briefly on random fire for whatever reason before I turned temperature off. Or rather, I had turned temperature off at the very beginning, but it seemed like some of them had caught fire already. It's part of the fire bug, I assume. And I'm trying to get her moved off this spot because she's just sitting here hungry, thirsty, drowsy. I don't know that anybody will carry her off the spot. If she gets to the point where she's like super dehydrated, people will probably start bringing her stuff. Trying to think. Hmm. That's the problem. See, so these animals keep losing their forgetting their training, and that's because she is one of the two trainers in the fort, and so she's getting stuck, not doing her job, and let's see if I can move selected unit. Hold on. Okay, does this work? UI teleport. Okay, okay. Okay. UI teleport. Over here, please. And draw boxes around units to select, or double click. There you go. Do you move from there? You're still goofed up. No, okay. There you go. Okay. Thank you. Now I can get rid of this digging command because I don't need it. Or this. Okay. We figured it out. Can't dress the rune, too depressed. Very real. Very real mood. How are you doing tonight, monkey? I definitely need to get some more emotes and things. I'd like to have just some follower emotes. I guess the problem is that A, I'm not particularly artistic, and B, I don't have much in the way of money just hanging around to do that. So I don't know. Maybe that'll be like the first thing I buy if I get paid out from streaming things. I don't know. I actually. So far, Fort is going all right. We did have a run in with a forgotten beast that was made out of nickel silver. It spit poisonous gas at us, but I guess the poisonous gas wasn't particularly poisonous because I didn't get a chain of deaths afterwards. So I was fortunate there. Nibble dinner, well, yeah. I probably won't be super late tonight because, like I said, last night I hopped off stream at like 8, 9. I shut down pretty early and then could not sleep. So I was just like, I don't want to be up too late again. Stray Giant Olm has given birth to triplets. Cool. Oh, right. Hold on. I need to take what's-her-face off of those those laborers. I gave her hauling, I think? No. I took that off of her crafting. Take that off of her. Because she does have... she does have like a legendary or grandmaster animal training, so I would like her to get animal training done while she's not stuck. High Chamberlain. We got a High Chamberlain just hanging out here. Hold on. Oops. If I spot Mitchell, I'll swap over to the window real quick. Mitchell is currently not on screen, or the Mitchells as they are, because there's 2 of them in the tank, 1 for each movie. They are off screen currently, though. I don't think there's a way. I mean, you know what? I could put the aquarium up in the top corner and just stick it in there. Give me a second. Game capture? Is it game capture? Aquarium? Yeah? 1 second. No? Is that not it? Trash that. What is this? Oh, okay, I see. Yes, in fact. In fact, a window capture, I guess. No? It's not that one? Okay, there we go. And problem is, we'll be kind of tiny. Nope, that's not the thing I was clicking on. That is the thing I was clicking on. There. I found it. It is a little tiny there, though. Whether or not the screen is actually big enough. But yeah, I'll swap over once old Mitchell is on the screen for just a little bit at least. What do I got? Giant cave rat tallow just laying around, making a mess with all this tallow. Come on, can't just leave it sitting on the floor. Oh no. Ah, my Oshi, Mitchell. I guess technically it'd be Jodan Baker. What is with all this weird locked... Was it on fire or something? I'm confused as to why all that tallow was locked. Unless somebody was throwing around cave tallow, or cave rat tallow. Just like cooked some fat and then just started throwing it around because they threw a tantrum. That's very possible. Cerealim series. No, I have not. Does not sound familiar. Lacolo strings. Still, no Lacolo strings. Rock salt statue of Kukiki. Kukikiki. It's just sitting here. I need to put it back in place. Oops. Furniture, statue. Kukikiki. And another statue of Kukikiki. No. No, not Kirikiki. Kirikiki. Close though. I mean, you know what? I would not be surprised if that isn't in the crab language somewhere. Interesting. Is it on like any particular system, or is it just a longer running series that's out there? Got a random stray Omniosaurus, which probably needs to go down in the basement somewhere. Let's put it down here in the with the yaks. Okay, I'll have to look into it because I haven't played around too much with the Dragon Quest Monster series. Only to know that it exists and is sort of like a similar to the Pokemon Mystery Dungeons type stuff. Got some Olms down here. Olms. Oh, you know what? I can redesign it. I All right. I those are definitely games that I've at least the like the Dragon Quest Monsters series was definitely something that I had kind of meant to pick up at some point. I know the same thing with like the Pokemon TCG, which is why I found it in the this the Switch online library and was like, oh hey, cool, I'll play this while I'm sitting on the couch, and then from there started playing a bunch of that, and then that's something I will probably check out, the Dragon Quest Monster series, since there's a bunch of those on like GBA DS, I believe. Or there's a few of them in those consoles. Okay. I will have to check it out. Yeah, I think I'd have to look and see whether or not like it's one of those things. I don't think that series is like you have to start on the first one, so I could start with like I think Joker. Is it Joker that's on the DS, or is that the GBA? I don't know. I always heard a bunch of people talk about Dragon Quest Monster Joker, and I think that's the one they remade recently, isn't it? Or are remaking on the Switch, or on more modern systems in general. Okay. Let me look around. Poke around for some fancy gems and jewels. I do also need to. I don't know if I did it here or not. I've got somebody just making coke. Um, I could put it up here. Might be the best place for it. Craftsman. No. Let's see if I can put it in this wall, maybe. Well, Yeah, why not? I'll do that. Put it in here. Put it like this way. I will put... Actually, you know what? I might as well just dig this out like this. It's just going to be storage space. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I'll have to sit at, when I get done. When I wind down, I will check out just to see what all it's like. Find some video. Junk. Fall asleep before I even get to that point. I know as soon as I turn this off, I'll still be up for another 2 hours at least. I have thankfully not fallen asleep on stream yet. I've gotten close. I think it was mostly back in the day. It was probably closer to one of the days that I was like doing 24-hour streams. Although that, those would have been once in a blue moon for charity things. Okay, now let's put a stockpile here. And it will specifically be for stones, not... petrified wood. Let's see if I can find some other fancy ones. Cobaltite. Olivine would be nice, but I don't think I haven't seen any of that in this fort at all. Serpentine would also be nice. Granite would be okay if we can get some granite up here. Graphite. Just some fancy stones to make stuff out of. Cinnabar, although again, probably not in this fort. Brimstone. And hydrite is like a cool purple color. I'm just trying to like grabbing categories of stones with cool colors in them, so we can potentially build cool stuff out of them. Bauxite, claystone, Ooh, wait, did I? Basking shark parchment scroll. Dodo parchment scroll. A lot of scrolls just sitting here. Is there some reason they're not down in the library? Let me look. Library, please. I've got a bunch of scrolls in here. Again, it doesn't look like there's too many people in here at all. Oh, that might be part of it. Let's see if I can put 40 in here. That way that stuff will be in boxes here. Troll? What are you doing, troll? Hanging out? I'm just gonna follow the troll around for a little while, because trolls seem to be pretty interesting. He wants to find excitement, cause trouble, stay occupied, acquire object, and he's always distracted for whatever reason. I don't know if it's just because his training's not great, but he's always distracted. He went all the way upstairs to grab a mug from up there. And he's going to come down here and tap a keg. Yeah. No, I mean that really only works. That really only works if you already have an audience. I've seen some folks that like will have 24/7 cams on, you know, their streams on. So there's definitely, but that's, like I said, those are generally people who already have people that are hanging around anyway. So they just leave it on because it's very easy for them to just leave it on. And they're streaming like every day. There's not a huge loss if they just like, I'll just leave it on. Sparkling ice. Because way back when, ages and ages ago, I don't remember which computer this was on. I had set up my own little, like web server on my computer, and I had made a web address just so I had some webcam on, and I'm trying to remember, I had it on the aquariums, I think. I had it on one of the aquariums, and it was just, I think it was I had a bigger, like, 29-gallon one. This isn't, like, Vile Force of Darkness has arrived. What? No. It's this Goblin Recruit. This guy shows up every once in a while. It's just him, and the game freaks out about it. But as soon as I unpause, he will leave. Is he part of like an enemy group? The mythical horror, probably. Watch. As soon as I unpause. Oh. Oh. Oops. That's not cool. Well, that's a different story. So he actually showed up amongst an ambush. There was an ambush of rat folk showing up on the map. And so... Let me see if I can get my forces ready. There's a bunch of, like, large clothing sitting here. Oh. Oh. Some other forces did show up. So I guess his guy... I wonder if they would have disappeared if he had been given a chance to leave. But now there's a goblin crossbowman, a goblin bowman, and they're trading arrows with these rat folk bowmen. But it's just two of them. They've somehow stripped the bowman... Wait. What's going on? Oh, there's some more... Okay, there's another goblin crossbowman showed up. It looks like the rat folk got that guy, the recruit. Oh, there were some snatchers. What? No snatchers. I do have a swordsmaster right there, so... Whoop. Oh. Oh, that's not cool. Don't go running into the middle of a fight, please. Well, I mean, I guess you're a swordsmaster, so... You probably will mop the floor with some random grunts. He's dodging out of the way of this guy shooting arrows at him. Is that all of them? Starving. Not sure why the animals are starving. Okay, well, that went all right. Like I said, that recruit guy has shown up on the edge of the map several times. He usually just pops in. The game goes, he's here, and then it goes like, oh, sorry, and then he leaves. And then the raid is over, or the ambush is over. But I think that time he ambushed he came into the screen into an ambush of rat folk. So then the rest of his squad came in with him. And it was just a couple other dudes. They also got wrecked. Whoops. Well, I guess we can also come over here and unforbid all this stuff. Not that there's about so late game in Dwarf Fortress, and I know it's kind of bizarre to think about like a late game in this, but once you get to the point where you've kind of carved out there are people who've done this, like gotten to the point where you carve out all the ores and such in the mountain. I cleared everything out that you possibly can. The main way that you can still even get materials to work with or build is just by like goblin invasions, underground invasions, because they do kind of drop some gear like the steel bow, copper helm. All that stuff can be smelted down, so you can turn all this stuff into bars. It's just, not the quickest way to get materials. So you either are smelting down what they call, I think it's called goblinite, because they just, it's all the metal that the goblins bring with them, or you're trading for it. You're just telling traders to just bring every metal bar, every stone that they can bring. Throwing tantrums. Woolly rhinoceros bones. Why are you knocking over things in the tavern, you jerk? Where's it at? One of these. Oh, it's this one. It's not placed. Nope. Furniture, instrument. Let's put it back in place, please. Oh, I have a bunch more instruments. Dang. Instruments. Not that, like, I need more instruments hanging around in here, but, It's nice to have all kinds of fancy little instruments just sitting around. Stegosaurus and the diagnostician are fighting for some reason. Thank you, doctor. Always love it when doctors just start fights with random animals and people. Like that's what the doctors need to do. Snatchers. Oh, come on. Knowles? Knowles, you say? Let's see. Are you in a squad? No. Squad? Any of you a squad? Squad the matched violences. High Master Fighter. You will do. What weapon you got? Nothing. You have no weapon? Dang. Or am I not seeing it? Oh, you have a Steel Sacred Gauntlet. I see. I see. Okay. Yes, you. You can go deal with these. Nope. Confirm. Deal with these gnolls, please. What? Why did you go down the water? Like, what is this? Why did you take a dip? Oh. Hopefully the snake will get him. Oh, they left. Kill gnolls. But they left. Or maybe they didn't. Oh, there's still one there. Are you still in pursuit? You are still in pursuit. Oh. You got one. I had a... I briefly played it the other night. I made a Crundlekin fortress. And... it's full of just tiny little imps. I'll pop into it, like, before I close out the night. I played a little bit of it. I played it a little bit on stream, but I wasn't planning on just playing it as a stream for it, because I already have 2 going. Rusty injury. Yeah, you should probably do that. Within the second year in that fort, I had an ambush show up with all kinds of like, well, not all kinds of snatchers. Some snatchers showed up with them, and they like killed 15 or so of my 15, maybe even 20 of the Krondlekin because they are small. They were like unprepared for combat, and nobody had any skills. I was just like, oh crap! So I started throwing the squads together to like just throw them together, and yeah. So with that particular fort has a few more extra mods to it. That has more races basically, and so I had a goblin infestation or a goblin ambush happen with, hold on, Kobold Sword user Cursed Slayer. So I'll follow you in the fort. So I had a ambush of goblins show up. They had the bug people thieves with them. After we had taken care of some of them, orc thieves showed up. We took care of them, but they like, I think the bug people, it was either bugs or the goblins got a hold of some of the they ended up capturing one of the Krondlekin children and run off with them. I don't know if it is implemented yet, whether or not you can rescue them out. You're supposed to be able to like go to other sites where you can find them at, and then like have your pillaging parties go and rescue them out. But I know at one point in time, I think it was still kind of either buggy or not all the way implemented. But so this Kobold Sword user Cursed Slayer is, and you can see he doesn't feel anything ever. It's because he's undead. He is, does it specifically say in his show anywhere in his description that he's undead? No. No, I don't see it. I mean, it's usually, you can tell, oftentimes their names or their titles and stuff are all in blue. And they also have a blue tone, blue tint to their skin. As like most undead seem to have a sort of a bluish to them. But they also always have like a title like Cursed or Shambling or like some sort of adjective that implies that they are undead. I don't know. What is your problem? Hold on, maybe I need to teleport some. Teleport. See if I can unteleport these yaks from being stuck. Okay, you. Oops. You go here, please. Where's the other one at? You. So they're having some weird issue where they're getting stuck. There it goes. Okay. I will keep an eye on anybody else who gets stuck, and I'll just teleport them. Teleport them out of the way. I'm going to cancel that null order because they're probably all dead or left. The Silver Dragonkin Swordmaster Nitho Beksergib Exinchabar, which is, you know, means that they have renown to the extent. I don't think that's quite the longest name. I think you can get up to 4 names as part of your renown, but dude's got a lot of renown. She has a lot of renown. She's got 10 nodal kills and 78 other kills. Damn. No forgotten beasts, though. A lot of riot folk, goblins, rodents. So, and the rhyming swamp, she came into the fortress. I wonder if she came in as a mercenary. Yamcha is in the crab fort. Yamcha and Final Say are both in the crab fort. They're still alive, but they're in the other fort. Let's see. I'm trying to think of like the named people we have here. Coily is the taskmaster bartender or barterer, sorry. Who is the bartender actually? I mean, look. Who do we have for the bartender? Just a tavern. Just a regular old tavern keeper. Let's get a few. I'm shocked that I don't have. Shocked that I don't have a few more musicians in here. Like, I must have had some at one point in time, and then maybe they got killed or left or something. Unfortunately, some of my local favorites have passed away. Pizza Protector was a cool. Was she a Croxagore? I think she was a Saurus. She's one of the bigger ones, not the huge ones like these. I don't think. I think she was one of these. But she like scaled down a wall, or she got in a fight, grabbed a hold of a wall on the way down, climbed back up out, and ended up like fighting off some more of the rat folk, and earned her title, the Pizza Protector. But unfortunately, she ended up getting defeated by some group of rat folk later on. Need to go down here though, and I probably need to put more tombs in place if I'm being real, knowing how this goes. Nope. Put some coffins in place. Doing all right. FPS is not like entirely in the tank. I'll take it. But yeah, like I said, you know what? I didn't do it. There's always an option. Kobold caravans here. Nice. Stray Giant Olm has been given birth. The troll is fighting. Ooh. Oh, one of the tantruming people is fighting with the troll. Very rude. I keep forgetting, by the way, that if you are interested, I still have some time. Like I said, I'll probably go for another 30 minutes. Merchants are here. And even if you just suggest a name, that's fine. If you have any like particular, person, role that you want to name, even better. Should I draw the cancels rest area inaccessible? You are seriously injured. Can I... See if I can get... Let me see if I can... Oh, no? Huh. Not show up. Wonder if I can remove it from the... No. Okay, Dorotha. I do need to add one more to that. There it is. Okay. So you... Let's see if I can let... So when it says it, when it comes up and says area inaccessible, I believe it was trying to get to the hospital because I do have vets. I have dwarf vet turned on, so animals can go and get care at a doctor's office. Yeah. So the problem is if they are stuck in there, if they are set to a pin, they can't leave the pin to go get medical care. So you have to manually come out and unassign them from their pin. Is this... Hold on. It's considered healthy. Huh. But it's not injured. Not sure what's happened to it. Small llama. His left ear is gone. His right rear foot is gone. That's pretty brutal. There's the other one. Got a few of them down here, actually. Our family of cave horses are doing all right. Our family of weird cave snake amphibians are okay. High stamina. We got a Olmeosaurus. I saw a Saurus recite decays ever onward at the cavern. I feel some delight. So the undead is down here reciting poetry. Doesn't feel anything. Doesn't like get anything out of it. It just comes down here to recite poetry. Yeah, sure. What's the... Let's see. History? No. Skills, knowledge. So it has sat around and picked up poetic forms, poems, musical compositions. It knows how to do an art. So it is an undead that has intelligent undead that is seemingly spending most of its time just wandering between fortresses and hanging out in taverns and listening to poetry and reciting said poetry. I'm trying to think if I've ever had undead join the fort as a citizen. I don't know if they can. Like, I know you can get necromancers. Like, I've had one necromancer show up at one point in time. I would assume that they could, but maybe they just don't have any motivation to because they're undead. And that's why you don't see it. Spearmasters are going at it. I do like that sort of aspect of like just there are sometimes that there are random NPC character or random like characters in this game that are just doing their own thing. Like in the other fort, there's this like hadrosaur dinosaur woman that just wanders in with a book, comes into the fort, and either last time she just went in the tavern, like checked out what was going on in the tavern and then left. But all the other times she would go down to the library, have a rousing discussion about something, whatever, topic they decided to discuss, and then would leave. And she would bring a different book every time. And so I was curious if she was like bringing books in or taking our books and leaving with them and coming back, that like she was checking out books from a library. But last time she didn't stop into the library. She just went to the tavern real quick and then left. We do have a bunch. Well, we don't have a bunch of people reading. Uh-oh. Rat folk. Rat folk are here. The yak cows are fighting. Well, let's come on up here and see what's going on with the rat people. I'm gonna have to add something more aggressive to this. Where more are spawning? Here? They're all on this side? Okay. Yeah. Oh, nobody ever came and got any of these shields. Jeez. That's a lot of shields. That's a lot of shields. That's a lot of metal that could be smelted down. Well, let's see if I can get some forces up here. But yeah, I probably should put maybe some like war-trained animals in there. Oops. Just so I can kind of keep an eye on. Let's activate the civilian alarm. That way, so because they always run into the yaks, they always start killing some yaks as soon as they run into them because the yaks spot them first. But maybe if I had something that was a bit more capable in combat in these pins as well, sort of like a like they would have herding dogs, or your farm dogs to keep other predators at bay. Maybe if I put some, I don't know, war raptors down here or some other sort of animal. I don't have much in the way of trained or any animals that I can train into being like military service animals. Oh, what? Hold on. Are you leaving? You are kind of going the wrong way. He has a bronze colossal sword. Let's see if he gets into a scrape with these rat folk. They saw him. Hold on. I'm curious if he's gonna. He might make it through there. It is kind of wild sometimes. Some creature types will just kind of take off and go through the underground to leave the fortress rather than go through the surface. Alright, so we've got an Iranese Hammerman. You know what? Actually, let's get you guys here first before you go wandering off into the fray. The fracas. Where are you going? Wait, you're not up. Hold on. Let me double check. Oh no, you're just not going where I told you to go. Or you're going to where I told everybody to go earlier. I mean, I guess she's still headed that way. Okay, well, that's fine. At least you're not alone here now, so I can live with this. If more people are here now, go for it. Get up in there. The war chief is here. There's another wave of dudes. Don't want them getting surrounded. That's not good, but thankfully... Looks like we are cleaning up. Who's still left? Oh, one random rat there. Oh, trader's ready to trade still. Did I ever get stuff up here? Oh, right. They can't access the depot, so... I don't know if I sent anything up here, though. So... I did not, in fact, send anything up here. Finished goods. Let's get the finished goods bins up there. That should be fine. Let's do that. Then we need martial trances. There's a lot of fighting that went on. We wiped out a bunch of rats. Let's see. Nog Lords. We've got a bunch of hammermen. All kinds of rats to clear out. Unfortunately. That is the worst part, is just the amount of cleanup you have after these ambushes. So many rats to take care of. Okay, let's try again. Let's see if we can clean up after ourselves. Oh, there's one more that needs picked up. Okay. I think that's good. Heaven dwellers are all taken care of. Rough gems. Red Quest is fighting. I assume they're probably like vomiting or got knocked over. Rodent man boiling blood. I see there's some weird temperature thing still going on. Temperature is bugged somewhere. Just random boiling blood. Let's see, what time is it? Almost getting close there. Like 10, 15 more minutes? Probably 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. I'll hop off. I'll call it a night. Oh. Bone Carver is taken by a Fey mood. I'll request the broker on up there now. Okay. I did start a bit of a dumping ground here. Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes it just kind of depends on who's here, what kind of tangents we get on, what I'm playing. Sometimes that you know, can kind of determine what I talk about. Like, I would like to play around with an old Magic game. I've played it I don't know if I played it on stream before. I've definitely played it before. I've rigged up a system to play it before because it's an older game. The old Magic the Gathering Chandalar adventure game. I remember helping Psych get his set up for it. He streamed it not too long ago. But it basically involves setting up a what's it called? A virtual box. I had installed was it 95? And I think it was like 3.1. No. Might have been 95. I think it was 95. No, that's alright, Monkey. Like I said, it's I appreciate when folks come by, hang out and chat. I will never pass up an opportunity to just hang out and chat with folks. Yeah, I mean, if not, I'm going to be focused and talking about the game anyway, so I'll be doing some talking. Whether I talk about the game or just random other stuff, that depends on what's going on in chat. It started raining. I need to. These are all animal skeletons. Yeah. Oh no, rodent man. I wonder why those aren't getting mashed. Should be getting put in the dump too, but I will slowly, surely. Hold on. No, not that. I need to click on this stockpile. I need to erase some of this stockpile. That way I can set all this stuff to dump. Dump all this stuff, please. And then I will add some of this stockpile over to here. That way they have space to carry the new rat folk out to for now. Can't find needed items. What do you need? Okay. Wait. You got bone, iron, scale. Okay, hold on. Bones, metal bars, tan hides, rough gems. Okay, we just not have rough gems. We must not have rough gems sitting around anywhere. Okay, I can find some rough gems. That's not impossible. Although, are you sure we really don't have any rough gems? Did I goof up and not? Yeah. Okay. Wait. There's rough gems right here. Metal bars, tan hides, rough gems. Do we? Let me look and see if do I not have enough leather. Did you want more leather and he's griping about that? No, we have tons of leather. That's not it. Unless... No, we tried... Yeah, there's a bunch of rough gems in there. What? Let's see. Go grab some more leather, please. I'm curious as to what it is you're after. So, you got leather. You were after rough gems of some sort. It is chat. It is basically chat with the old man on this channel. That is my brand. Ow, oh, chat with the old man. Even though like I'm certainly not the oldest person on Twitch. I'm sure that would be wild. I know I'm not. Jeff Gershman is on this channel on this service. He's definitely older than me. What is he after? Hold on. She. What is she after? Is she after a specific... preference? I certainly hope she's not after Aquamarine specifically. Alright, monkey. Have a good night. Rest well. I will be crashing myself shortly. See if I can solve the mystery of what the hell gym is this. Is this a Crocs? Is this Crocs or a Saurus? Probably a Saurus then. What gym is she after? You're trading. Let me see if I can get some. No, she's not gonna. They're not gonna have raw gems. They'll only have cut gems. That would be too convenient. Flasks. Bone Lobrin. Honor Lizard. I could get a giant bat. What a giant bat. Why wouldn't I get a giant bat? Sounds amazing. Oof. Expensive as hell bag. No, I'd say I don't think they want large. You wanted raw gems or raw uncut gems, so I don't think they're after large gems. Although I'll grab a few just in case. Just in case it's something absurd like that. But I'm pretty sure it said uncut gems. I'll grab some scrolls, some scrollays. We'd always call them scrollays in D&D for whatever reason. We just call them. Just add a little flair on there. Scrollays. Get them scrollays. We need them scrollays. Limestone earrings. Let's not trade the artifact. Thank you. Hemp scroll. Fancy hemp scroll. Rings. Let me get this trade done. And I need to look and see what the deal is with that. With the mood. See if there's some reason that she... Maybe there's something in the raw gems category that I'm just not picking up on, maybe. Ooh. I would assume that when it says raw gems, it's just whatever raw gems, but I like I said, hopefully she's not after a specific gem. Hopefully she's not like, hey, I demand aquamarine, because then I'm kind of boned. Well, I mean, I don't know. There might be some aquamarine somewhere on the map, but jeez. Chasing it down is going to be a pain in the ass. Let's see what else we got. Oh, we do have some fancy stuff in here. Ooh, I could trade one of these fancy mugs. How about the fancy mug? The mug this mug contains an item. So somebody has put a mug full of alcohol or water into the storage. So there's just you get extra beer to go with it, I guess. You get a free drink with purchase of mug. You know what? I'll give you the free drink. There you go. Have at it. Okay, let me look real quick and just to see if there's something in the category that I'm missing. Well, let me see. Let me see if there is a demands. Okay, so she's after. So she's got leather. So bones, metal bars, scales, tan hides, rough gems. I assume. Fey moods will state this outright. So yeah, so they have a Fey mood. If it was a specific gem, she should be hollering for that specific gem. All preference-based material requests are decided the instant the mood begins. What is your role? Let's see. You're a bone carver? Is that what you're trying to do? Maybe is carve a legendary bone? Trying to carve that legendary bone. I mean, I will take a quick tour around to see if I can find some aquamarine somewhere, but man, that's a tall ask. No. No. Let's see. Does anybody? Let's see if maybe we had found it. Let's see. Probably, it's already past the time I was going to stop. Let me take a quick perusal around just to see if I can find random aquamarine somewhere in a wall. Some gems here, which I will. Let's see. Maybe let me look at aquamarine specifically and see if it'll tell me what kind of. If there's a particular location I need to look for. Within granite, schist, and marble. Have I found any granite, schist, or marble? Let me look and see. I don't remember if I found that stuff in this this fortress or not. Dang it. I keep hitting the wrong thing. No, wait. I'm going the wrong way. Dolomite, diorite, siltstone, diorite. Kimberlite, no. I thought maybe I'd gotten into some granite. Okay, granite. We got some, diorite walls there. The granite wall does not last particularly long here. Is there any granite somewhere else? Granite? That's not too bad. Let's see if we can get a quick dig going down here in this granite hallway. And see if I can maybe find some gems. You know? So we need aquamarines. Perhaps. I don't know if that's specifically it or not. But we're going to try. Yeah, it's... I kind of wish I had started earlier. That way I probably could have bumped over. I don't know. I just... Stranded. What? No, you're not stranded at all, actually. Wait. I already traded with you. Never mind. Don't come back in. Had I felt a little bit better early on, I probably would have started and then stopped by now. But like I said, as of late, especially, I have been streaming for decent chunks of time, so let's go down here and nobody's digging. There we go. Somebody's starting. Okay, there we go. Although it's still only one person mining. What's going on here? Yeah, you know what? I'll take another miner. Do I have any peasants sitting around? Peasant, you can join the mining club. You also can join the mining club. Here we go. Hopefully we can get a crew of miners down here to take care of some of this rock. Maybe we can find raw aquamarines. I mean, hopefully that's the solution. And she's not just bugged or something. Let's see. You know what? I will probably end up going... okay, at 11. 11 o'clock, done. Calling it, ending it. I will stop my chase for random stones in the wall, and I'll get to bed. The merchants are leaving. Cool. Ooh. Galena. Just some raw galena in the wall. I could. Who else we got? All or auto. Actually, let me do this. I'll get some folks cleaning on the galena as well. Because that will cut through the granite area. Shorels. Not the aquamarines I was looking for, but I'll take them. Throwing a tantrum instead. Microclimb. That's not that's not useful. Please don't do that. Need gems, rough gems. Hold on, let me look and see. We've got I'll leave it at 20. Wait a minute. How? Huh. I'm confused as to how you are running out of gems. Like, you're only supposed to cut 10 if you have 15. So how are you running out of raw gems? Ever. I'm a little baffled. This granite is kind of just in a weird space that's not particularly deep back. Like it was just here and then heading this way, it looks like, because this is all diorite here, diorite. Some granite here. Maybe there's some back in this way. But then this is all microcline again. Which is not the way we want to go. Head like this way, maybe. Orthoclase, cassiterite, which is like the copper silver. Who hit that? Bismuthine. I think that's just raw bismuth, which is kind of rare. You know, don't run into that too often. Siderite. Right, that's tin? Yeah, tin. Tin ore. Yeah, let's cancel. Hold on. Let's cancel this. I don't really need you to come up this way, really. If this is all diorite, I need you to work on granite. Hornblende. No, please. Go this way. Oops. Go this way. If you can find some granite in this wall. Or find some. Well, yeah, I guess I'm technically trying to find granite so I can cleave through the granite and get gems. Potentially. Potentially. Oh. No. What? Did you find? Okay. I'm not. How did you? I'm confused as to how these rough shorels didn't count. Unless the like trading depot thing claimed those boxes and they were unavailable. But then that box should be up the depot, I would think. I don't know. I guess it could have been claimed they hauled it up there. The carver couldn't access it. I don't know. I'm confused as to why she didn't have gems earlier. But it seems like she has gems now. Okay, I will let this artifact finish, and then I will call it a night. We will see what this artifact was. This whatever this wild construction is that she's making. I assume it's something bone related, because that's her highest skill. Even if she's rusty at it. Do I have... let's see. Do I have... oh, I'll probably need another... Get a couple more tavern keepers up here. You. Get a few tavern keepers up here. That way, you can keep people well drunk, basically. Sand Crab Scholar is visiting. That will help lighten the mood a bit. I do need to add a bit more food storage, it looks like. Also do just need to cook a bunch more food too. Let's cook 30 fine meals. And we'll cook 30 lavish meals. Even though I have a ton of food. Prepared food barrel. Hey, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Oh. Okay. So, this artifact is done. I'm gonna call it an evening here, unfortunately. Well, hey Saber. How you doing? Welcome to my messy-ass lizard fortress. Giant cave toad. Giant cave toad bone throne. She's made a chair out of toad bone. Okay. Cool. Let's check that out. I will probably head off here shortly. Not immediately, but let's look and see what this thing is. So I had this. Hold on, let me find him. Let me find her. That's not the thing I'm clicking on. What? What? Hold on. Okay. Whoa. So she's created this chair. She was panicking because she didn't have rough gems, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. I swear I had rough gems in these boxes here. I don't. Big shrug. I just started digging around, and I thought perhaps. Where's she at? Is it you? Yes, you. I thought for a second that she had a preference for aquamarine, so I was like, oh no, does she want specifically aquamarine? What's going on? So I just started digging around, and all of a sudden she stopped sulking around here and went and grabbed a raw gem somewhere. So I almost, she almost just kind of went crazy just from that. This is a giant cave toad bone throne. That's a damn mouthful. Giant cave toad bone throne. Giant cave toad bone throne. The hall craftsmanship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with oval limonite cabochons and decorated with stegosaurus scale. This object is adorned with hanging rings of giant cave toad bone, pig iron, cave spider silk, and limonite, and menaces with spikes of schorl. On the item is an image of Quasar White Poems, the Saurus, and Stegosaurus scale. Quasar White Poems is striking a menacing pose. The artwork relates to the return of the Saurus, Quasar White Poems, from the dead as a restless haunt in Crowframe in the early winter night. What? Thanks for remembering this guy turned into a ghost. I appreciate it. On the item is an image of sweet potato plants. So on your chair, you have somebody. That's thematically on point. You've made a bone throne and put an image of somebody turning into a ghost on it. Okay, quality, A plus. And then you stuck an image of sweet potato plants on it, which I was just like, what? Oh, you are so close. You were so on brand, and then you snuck this little potato plant in the corner. At least she's offered it to the dented confidence. Good. Unfortunately, I don't have any any massive projects or anything going on currently. I'm trying to get down deeper. I've only got the one messy cavern layer. I'm trying to find deeper caverns so I can find even more fun things. I also have let me see if I can. I started to work on this pile. So before I highlight it, folks come into the fortress. They usually come in through this corner or down through here. Down through here, okay, no problems. If people come across through here anywhere, or even come down here and cross around the edge of the river, they will come into the fortress and they will have a ton of like mood debuffs because they wander into this field of skeletons. Because I haven't had a decent way of disposing of the skeletons, so there's this just massive graveyard of corpses by the river that I can't ever get rid of. I decided finally to just make a smasher. I was looking for lava so I could just start tossing stuff in the magma and get rid of it, but eventually I just decided to build this thing and start smashing things, which I slowly have been whittling away at. But every time I get rid of some, another wave of rats shows up, another goblin ambush shows up, gnolls. It's just a constant mess. It's just constant mess in this fortress, and people are just constantly angry. Also, I'll give you a quick. Where's it at? What floor is it? It's right. No. Come on. There it is. These are all my caskets, and all of these are full. It's just constant mayhem in this fortress. Most of them are not my own people killing each other from a tantrum. It's just so many fights with rodent people, mostly. But yeah, my fortress is full of random lizard folk, dinosaurs. I've got these Iranese. They are essentially just like kind of giantesses. They typically always have a legendary skill when they show up. It's just kind of neat. Let's see. Who else? Dragonkin. I've got some Dragonkin rolling around. I've got a fiddler bard. A fiddler crab bard. It's just some random human. He's not interesting. Who else do we got in here? Is that a war triceratops? No, it's just a regular triceratops. Some salamanders. Some woolly Are these my woolly mammoths? What? I don't remember having woolly mammoths. Somebody's pets. Somebody's pet woolly mammoths running around. There's a pterodon. But yeah, I did mention I do play modded, so I have all kinds of, random weird modded races and creatures in. And I would, at the very least, recommend, if you ever start messing around with mods, even if you don't start adding a bunch of stuff in, there is a mod that specifically lets you embark as any of the sentient races, so you could technically play humans or elves. I think you can also play goblins by default. But if you start messing around with any of the extra civs, any of the adding other civs in, you'll need to have that mod so that you can play as those civs. I've got a quaddle rolling around in here. I believe there is a mod that lets you select the animal people as a civ. I don't think it lets you select every animal person civ or any animal, because there's hundreds of animal folks, I believe. And the primal one, the primal mod that I have also adds more animal people, because it's all primal, it's all prehistoric creatures. So there's also prehistoric creature man as well. But you could potentially be there's I believe there's even just some random bird people races. There's all kinds of stuff on the workshop. I haven't had any neutral. Well, no, you know what? Do I still have? I don't think I actually have had any animal people show up. I've had. I had a knoll wrestler, which I guess is kind of a. That's kind of a animal person. Gnolls are basically like hyena men. I don't think I have any. I mean, it's gonna tell me bowman. No, I don't think I have any animal people rolling around. Um, Yornus. Yornus? What? What's a Yornus? The tall flightless bird that many hunters consider easy prey. Okay. So the primal mod does add a lot of prehistoric animals in, and 90% of them I have no idea what they are. So I'm just always like, what is this? What is this creature that I'm grabbing or ordering from the trade uh, caravans? Like, hopefully it's cool, and then it'll be like, oh, I've ordered some bugs. Nobody wants anything to deal with them because they're just bugs. Do I also have the same problem as you. I have just way too many animals, mostly yaks. I had a massive yak farm at one point in time. The cold ones. I need to do something with the cold ones. Those might be my war animals, but let's see. Name. Stray cave rats. Cold ones. Droltha, I have. They kept running into my traps in the underground. And so I just was like, fine, I'll train them, whatever. Giant cave rats, same. Giant olms, same. Just creatures that wander into traps. I've got a bunch of dinosaurs. So I've got these trolls. I don't remember. I think they. I think goblins brought them in at some point, and they got trapped in traps as well. And then I trained them, so now they wander around the fortress doing things. They kind of just wander. They're basically like large children, more or less. They just kind of do whatever. Intend meeting. I assume that the troll is gonna go have. He's gonna go yell at the mayor, I guess. But yeah, then the yaks. The yak numbers have been dwindling because they're underground, and the forgotten beasts run into them a lot. So, silver arrow, just a random arrow, and the pick that up, please. Some beehives. There's always this. There's always things just laying around the fortress somewhere that nobody will pick up, and I don't know why. Usually socks. Socks are always. I think actually what it is that these items are owned by somebody. Yeah, like this. They're owned, and either that person isn't here anymore, or they don't want anything to do with these. Sometimes they just won't pick them up because they're stuck. Or they purchased them, they own them, they've gone and gotten other socks, and so they don't need these socks anymore. They don't have any place to store them, so they just leave them there. It's a mess. My waterfall generator is kind of jank. I just kind of threw this together. Uh, it empties water into the well, which I need to flush out if I want waterfall action. All the soap has slid down in here into the well. They're drinking soap water and all these clothes that are down here. Like, they don't seem to mind, I guess. But, uh-oh. Diagnostician has been found dead. How did you die? What? This doctor just... Ugh. Wow. Just walked up, punched this diagnostician in the right eye, and the right eyelid collapses. That's kind of gross. Thanks. Thanks, doctor. I love that it's always the doctors. The doctors are always just run around throwing a tantrum and killing people. Like, you are a really bad doctor. You are shit at your job, sir. Anyway, cat? Hey, cat, knock that off. Hey, Nixie. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Butthead. What a butthead. You, hey, what are you doing? Here. Well, okay, well, I will, like I said, I will call it a night. I will probably be back tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Probably some of this, and then I don't know what else I'll do. I'll figure something out, I'm sure. There might be some challenges for the show to do. Oh, crap. Let me drop my mouse on the ground. Anyway, thanks for popping in. Thanks for hanging out. Let me drop things on the floor. Professional streamer. I will do. I will... Hopefully I will get to... I don't know what it is as of late, though. As soon as I turn off stream and head to bed, or try to head to bed, and I will not go to sleep for like another 2 or 3 hours. I am piss poor at sleeping or unplugging after stream. What are you gonna come over here now? Come on. I will close out. Oh yeah. I might give that a try, actually. It's been a while since I've played. I did briefly check out like some modded Stardew Valley, but I saw a bunch of people had like waiting rooms up. They were streaming early, expecting to just start in and like stream a bunch of it. And I think they started before the patch was actually out, so they were like sitting around waiting for the patch to drop for a while. But anyway, let me sneak this down here real quick. Well, you. No, it's too dark. Never mind. I'm being dork. It is too dark. And she's a black cat, so you're not gonna be able to see her. Oh, there we go. Maybe this will work. It's I'm not again, non-professional streamer. I have nothing but a camera and a computer. There you go, butthead. Yeah. Again, thanks for popping in. Thanks for hanging out. I will send everybody off with cat attention. The gecko never came out, unfortunately. Toothless is hiding in the cave still. I don't even see a head out, so no, he's probably... Yeah. Anyway, let me switch back over to the aquarium, and then I don't know, maybe we'll find somebody like... Alright, let me look. Let me see if I can find anybody. Find any of the folks doing things. Let me drop the camera on. But yeah, you know, if I get up and I feel decent tomorrow, maybe I'll do a little bit of Stardew Valley. If there's nothing show-wise I need to take care of. When he's right. Okay, no. Nothing interesting going on there. Okay. Let's find anybody else going on here. Nothing from it. Let's see. Juker, no, he's playing that. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Since you've mentioned it, Crazy Sunshine is playing Stardew Valley. I will send folks over to her. I'm pretty sure she used to be on Arcade Pit now and then. I don't know if she worked on any challenges with this. She was definitely part of that crew that helped out on the show in the early days. So, and that's where I know her from. She mostly does Final Fantasy online stuff. But she's playing Stardew Valley. So I'll send folks over there. Have a good evening, everybody.